I'm going to talk here for a minute, and then we're going to try to cut this thing. I had very high hopes for this. I had to run to town, and when I came back, I realized we had the San Andreas fault running through. This thing cracked like nobody's business along the top. I'm expecting a hot mess when we cut it open. I've been racking my brain trying to figure out what I did, because the description on this scent does say that it doesn't rise, it doesn't accelerate, it doesn't discolor, it plays nice. I posted on the BeScented group, and they also said that nobody else has ever experienced this, so I've been trying to think that maybe it was my recipe. I don't think it was, because usually when it says it plays nice, it plays nice. So I've been trying to think. The mold I used is likely what caused this bad boy to overheat. Because the last time I used it, it was for the my unscented 5 milk soap, and I mean, there was an abundance of milk in that soap, so I expected it to overheat a little, and that thing, I thought it was going to erupt. It overheated so bad. But the soap turned out perfectly fine on the inside because there was no colors. It just had a partial gel down the middle. This one, however, I don't know if I'm expecting a partial gel. I guess I am, because of the temperature. It was nearly 120 degrees on the piping on top. So, but the way that this thing accelerated, I am expecting a hot mess inside. I barely got it into the mold. I'm sure there are pockets. Yeah, you can see I took it out of the mold last night before I went to bed at probably about 12 hours in. It's not even been 24 hours yet. I'm afraid to wait much longer. I won't be able to cut it. So, yeah, that's pretty much where we are right now. It's been about 19 to 20 hours since it was made. Well, we're going to see what we get inside. Anyway, racking my brain trying to figure out what I did wrong. I know that the lye water was warmer than what I usually do, because I usually have my my lye water closer to room temperature, and it was about 100 degrees, and my oils were somewhere around 90, so they were 10 degrees apart. It really shouldn't have done that, but I know that with florals you should soak cold, cooler. Anyway, yeah, this thing made holes everywhere. Other than that, though, I can't think of much of anything. The swirls are beautiful in it, but there's holes everywhere. Besides soaking warmer than usual, you can see all the holes. I mixed it to a very light trace, and you guys watched it go from very light trace to full-on super thick trace in, I mean, I sped up the video, but it was under 5 minutes is how fast it went. So let's set this here. Take away the paper. I'll probably have to move that, because we're going to try the big cutter first. We're going to try the bud cutter first. Everybody else is asleep. I'm trying to be quiet. That's how early it is. I just assumed would have rolled over and went back to sleep, but I knew if I waited too much longer, this would be such a brick that it was never getting cut. So here's the fragrance oil we used, the August Beauty Gardenia. This was for a special project I was working on for a special release. But I think I may have to go back to the drawing board or try again with it. These may be, if it's okay to use, I will have to check the pH and make sure that it didn't do anything crazy. These will be ready for the August release, and they will just be listed as probably boo-boo soaps. So, alright, here we are with the bud cutter. This is from Bud's Woodshop. You guys see me use this in every video, just about every soap video. I use my bud cutter to cut my soap. I do have a single cutter, but you guys may be seeing that in a minute if this doesn't work. If it is like totally being a brat this morning and won't cut. But it feels like it might. I'm not sure if I showed you guys the crack along the top. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see the crack? I don't know. And it's cracked underneath the piping as well. I could, like through the little holes, I can see it. Alright, so let's see what we get. Let me make sure we're in tune enough. And gentle pressure, because this thing is very hard. Okay. Catch this little piece at the end, maybe. Did not think that was going through. Okay, now let's see what kind of. Yeah. Okay, right here's a good example. You can see the only two colors I used inside this in the main batter was white and green, but you can see like these little circle shapes. That's uncolored soap, where it got so thick that I couldn't get the color mixed all the way through. And it's quite bumpy. The swirl inside turned out beautiful considering what I had to do to it. So, yeah. Air pockets everywhere. As long as I don't have any lie pockets, we're good to go though, you know? Yeah, I was able to stick a toothpick in that so you could see the air pocket. I was making sure there wasn't anything. Let me turn on this other light. Okay, now maybe y'all can see. Ooh, that. Yeah, I'm not sure that helped at all. That was that kind of. My lighting is kind of weird this morning. Okay. Oh, there's that. Like I said, the swirl inside is gorgeous. Just holes everywhere. The Sparkle Me Plenty in the white, the camera is not picking that up, I don't think. But it's beautiful. I'm not saying it's... I just, thankfully, other than the holes, I'm not seeing the cracking on top yet in my cut. Lots of holes, some uncolored soap. See, another little knob of uncolored soap up here. My camera is so weird. If you guys wonder why I keep going off this way, it's because on my little screen, excuse me, on my little screen, everything is, see, there's a hole there, is backwards from how I'm looking at it. So like, this is on my right side and this is on my left side. So any video you see me like waver off this side, I was trying to get it better in the middle so you guys could see what I'm doing. Let's see, some more uncolored soap right over here and like a big piece right here. I don't know. Yeah, I think maybe my lye water was just too hot. I may try this one again. I mean, the soap is not as tragic on the inside as I thought. I don't think there's any way to fix, so like there's holes over here. I thought maybe, you know, if the cracking came through, like up here and you could see it deep, I had a way to fix that. I do not have a way to fix uncolored soaps. There's some more. So, I mean, like I said, does not look tragic on the inside. I'm quite surprised, actually. But I keep poking at the little holes, hoping that nothing, like, we don't want any lye pockets, because then I would just throw this away and nobody would ever get to use it, and it smells beautiful. So I do not want that to happen. I've only had an issue with a lye heavy soap once, and yeah, it went in the trash. Before you start commenting to hot process it, I'm not equipped for that. I'm not interested in that. And then like trying to figure out how much oil you have to add to overcome that. You just can't do that with lye pockets. Lye heavy soap you can, but actual lye pockets you can't. You can't fix that. So yeah, I'm not equipped for it, and I'm not interested in hot processing soap. So I mean, that's already been suggested to me when I asked about this one, but it's just a process I don't have. I don't have a big crock pot. I don't have a big pot. This is 5-pound batch. Yeah. But the only thing I see sparkly on here is the Sparkle Me Plenty, which is very pretty in the white-ish color. It turned out more of a cream, probably because I couldn't stick blend it in very well. It definitely stands out between the white on top versus the white in the soap. There I go again, the white in the soap. So there's a definite difference there. I will have to, there's a big old pocket right there, well, air pocket. I'll have to let this set for a while, and I'll pH test it to make sure everything blended in very well, because I had it at a light tray, very light trace, just past emulsion when I, you see this one like was the uneven side. Oh, that kind of looks like a road. That's hilarious. It kind of looks like, you know, like a road running off into the distance. Anyway, it was at a very light trace yesterday when I mixed it up. So, but other than my lye temperature being warmer than usual, and not by very much, no idea what happened here, because everybody else says that this fragrance played beautifully. So I don't see any weeping or anything, which is what I saw the last time. when I had one that went kind of unhinged and ended up being light pockets. So I don't see any weeping in this soap. It's just lots and lots of air pockets. I don't even think I could plane the sides of it off and make it look decent. So, okay, y'all, I'm going to leave you with that, and we'll see you next time. Bye.